He was not the man who murdered her husband, but he was very sorry for her loss. She screeched a high-pitched monkey scream, and they all scattered in a flurry of fur and squealing. The Conch-guy's head snapped up. Mortal animals were of no threat to a hungry ghost, but then its gleaming yellow eyes locked onto the hunters. The Phi screamed its namesake out loud, "Guy!" and X pounced. Half a second late. He missed the head, but flattened the body. The pair wrestled together as the Conch-guy's pathetic, twig-like arms slapped at him. Its arms were withered and useless, but the fact it had them at all meant there might be more things inside its body. Valuable things. A second skull. A parasite full of eyes and claws. A heart encased in ice. As the Conch-guy's hypothetical value increased, so did X's intrusive thoughts of shrimp bami noodles, spicy chili basil fried fish, fermented quail eggs and rice, huang lai curry. The Phi gnashed its jaws, spewing chunks of its own disgusting meal on X's full face mask. Its teeth caught the armored part of his forearm, near his elbow. One of the fastenings cracked, which excited the Phi. It excited X, too. Those teeth were decently sized, and Phi teeth were always in demand. Sensing blood, the Conch-guy giggled and tried to rip the rest of the hunter's arm off. But X raised his other arm, the one holding his blade, and stabbed. The sickly, graying flesh of its thigh split open. It screeched in dismay, pressing its face against X's mask. But then it reared back, as if it had been burned when it recognized the design. One that showed this human wasn't the average woodsman. "Hunter." The Conch-guy's voiceless words surged through the ever-present, fear crashing in icy waves. "Wait. This dead thing was not my doing." "You know why I'm here," X returned. X shoved his forearm further into the Phi's mouth and against the ground, pressing all his weight down. "Hunter, it wasn't me. You are making a mistake. I will bring you to the real killer. Let me go." First rule of Phi hunting: never make deals with a Phi. They always lie. X leaned in, snapping its jaw in half. The Phi twitched once, then laid still. Watching the glow leave its eyes, the second rule came to mind. Phi are deadliest after they die. Make sure they bleed. Most only died once, and some didn't bleed at all, but it was best practice to be patient. Hunters often waited hours or even days during their hunts, so what was a few more minutes? X figured it was less of a rule and more of a mantra, to remind them that these ghosts were once humans whose life choices led them into this karmic fate. It was okay to be brutal. A yawn interrupted X's thoughts. Well, it had its chance to revive, and must have decided getting murdered over and over by a pissed-off, ravenous Phi hunter wasn't how it wanted to spend the rest of its miserable existence. After a quick appraisal of its body parts, X concluded the real money resided in its foot, specifically the gnarled, yellow toenails that flaked when he tapped them. The village elder's reward for killing the ghost was fine too, but half of that would go to the guild. Any money he made from selling body parts went straight into his pockets. "Guy!" The sneaky Phi kicked X with his oversized foot and sent him flying. He smashed against a tree and flopped to the ground, covered in splintered bark. Delayed revival tactic. Not a bad move. Then it took off running like a one-footed jackrabbit. Seeing that his blade was still sunk into its thigh, X rolled over in time to snatch the attached chain. The Conch-guy zipped into the brush with an awkward gliding hop, dragging X along with it. Thick bushes with spindly branches whipped at him, and rocks scraped against his body, but the hunter held on, bouncing over muddy, mossy roots, scattering any nocturnal animals in their way. Wrapping the chain around his hand, X pulled and inched himself towards the Phi, cursing it with every pull. "Accept your fate, asshole!" Its head turned backward to stare at X in disbelief.